Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, February 1st, 2026, and wow, do we have a critical weather situation unfolding across southern Ontario right now. Environment Canada has issued a rare red warning for Toronto in the Greater Toronto Area. This is their highest alert level, and we are dealing with a historic multi-threat winter storm that is impacting millions of people at this very moment. We're talking about 40 to 50 centimeters of heavy snow, life-threatening wind chill values plummeting to minus 35 degrees Celsius, and sustained winds gusting up to 80 kilometers per hour, creating near zero visibility conditions. And folks, this is not a drill. This educational weather forecast is based on Environment Canada data, and what makes this event so significant is the rare combination of extreme snowfall, dangerous cold, and powerful winds all hitting simultaneously. So let's get right into it and break down exactly what you need to know to stay safe over the next 24 hours. Right now at Toronto Pearson International Airport, we're sitting at minus 18 degrees Celsius, but with the wind chill, it feels like minus 31. Snow is falling heavily at rates of 3 to 5 centimeters per hour, and visibility has been reduced to less than 400 meters in many areas due to blowing and drifting snow. Environment Canada issued this red winter storm warning at 5:47 a.m. Eastern Time this morning, upgrading it from the orange warning that was in effect overnight. Here's the kicker: a red warning means high-impact conditions are either occurring or imminent. The criteria being met right now include snowfall exceeding 40 centimeters within 24 hours, wind gusts over 70 kilometers per hour, and extreme wind chill values creating instant frostbite danger. If you're in Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, Markham, Vaughan, or anywhere across the GTA right now, you're looking at some of the most dangerous winter conditions we've seen in years. Let me break down the specifics for southern Ontario because this is where the most severe impacts are concentrated. Toronto and the immediate GTA are under that red warning, with total snowfall accumulations expected to reach 40 to 50 centimeters by Monday morning. Some localized areas, particularly those experiencing lake effect enhancement off Lake Ontario, could see totals approaching 55 to 60 centimeters. My goodness, those are historic numbers for a single-day snowfall event in Toronto. The timeline is critical here. Right now through early this afternoon, we're seeing the heaviest snow bands with rates of 4 to 6 centimeters per hour. Visibility is near zero on major highways, and the snow is being whipped around by northeast winds sustained at 50 to 60 kilometers per hour, with gusts reaching 80 kilometers per hour. This is creating complete whiteout conditions on Highway 101, the QEW, Highway 400, and the 404. Travel is essentially impossible right now, and I cannot stress this enough: if you don't absolutely need to be on the roads, stay home. This afternoon into evening, the snow will continue, but rates may drop slightly to 2 to 4 centimeters per hour. However, the wind will remain very strong, keeping visibility extremely low. Tonight, around midnight, we'll see a brief lull as the main snow band shifts slightly, but don't be fooled. Snow will continue through the overnight hours. Overnight into tomorrow morning, we're looking at another 10 to 15 centimeters of accumulation, with wind chill values dropping to their coldest point of minus 35 degrees. The impacts across the region are severe and widespread. Toronto Pearson International Airport has canceled approximately 70% of scheduled flights today, with the remaining 30% experiencing significant delays. Billy Bishop Toronto City Airport has suspended all operations until conditions improve. GO Transit has implemented modified service on all rail lines, with buses replacing trains on several routes. The TTC is operating, but with substantial delays, particularly on above-ground portions of Line 1 and Line 2. Highway 101 between Toronto and Hamilton is snow-covered with near zero visibility. Provincial police are reporting dozens of vehicles in ditches and multiple multi-vehicle collisions. The OPP has issued urgent advisories asking people to avoid all non-essential travel. Highway 400 northbound is experiencing similar conditions, with jackknifed transport trucks blocking lanes near Barrie. Toronto has activated surge staffing with over 250 pieces of winter maintenance equipment deployed across the city. Plow operators are working 12-hour shifts, but they simply cannot keep up with snowfall rates of 5 centimeters per hour. Side streets will not see service until the main arterial roads are cleared, which likely won't happen until Monday afternoon at the earliest. And here's where things get concerning. Toronto Hydro is reporting over 15,000 customers without power as of 9 a.m. this morning. Heavy snow accumulation on power lines combined with strong winds is causing outages, particularly in Scarborough, North York, and Etobicoke. Crews are working to restore power, but conditions are making repair work extremely difficult and dangerous. Now, here's something important about this storm. The lake effect enhancement factor is really going to amp up totals across parts of the GTA through this afternoon. Areas immediately downwind of Lake Ontario, including eastern Toronto, Pickering, Ajax, and Oshawa, are seeing enhanced snowfall rates. While Toronto proper is looking at 45 to 50 centimeters, these lake-enhanced zones could push 55 to 60 centimeters or even slightly higher. The urban heat island effect is not providing any relief this time because temperatures are so far below freezing. Normally, downtown Toronto stays a degree or two warmer than surrounding areas, but we're not seeing any melting whatsoever. Every flake that falls is sticking and accumulating. Let me talk about the extreme cold component because this is the deadly part of this storm. Behind the snow, Arctic air is flooding into southern Ontario, and we're talking about some of the coldest wind chill values Toronto has experienced in over a decade. Right now, wind chills are sitting at -30 to -35, but as we go through tonight and into Monday morning, values will drop to -35 to -40 across the region. At wind chill values of -35, frostbite can develop on exposed skin in 5 to 10 minutes. At -40, that timeline drops to 2 to 5 minutes. This is not an exaggeration. This is life-threatening cold. If you must go outside, you need to cover every bit of exposed skin. Dress in layers. Wear a moisture-wicking base layer, add an insulating middle layer like fleece or wool, and top it with a windproof and waterproof outer shell. Cover every bit of exposed skin. Wear a balaclava or scarf over your face, insulated mittens, warm boots rated for extreme cold, and a hat that covers your ears completely. Check on elderly neighbors and family members. Seniors are particularly vulnerable to extreme cold because their bodies don't regulate temperature as efficiently. If you know someone who lives alone, give them a call or stop by if you can safely do so. If it's too cold for you, it's too cold for your pet. Dogs and cats can suffer from frostbite and hypothermia just like humans. Limit outdoor time to just a few minutes for bathroom breaks and bring them back inside immediately. Make sure you have emergency supplies ready if you haven't already. Flashlights with fresh batteries, blankets, a battery-powered or hand-crank radio, non-perishable food that doesn't require cooking, and bottled water. If the power goes out, do not use gas stoves, barbecues, or generators indoors. Carbon monoxide poisoning is a real danger during winter power outages. Toronto has activated surge staffing with over 250 pieces of winter maintenance equipment deployed across the city. Locations include Metro Hall, Mitchell Field Community Center, and several Toronto public libraries. If you or someone you know needs shelter from the cold, call 311 for the nearest location. If you have travel plans for today, seriously consider postponing them. I know that's not what people want to hear, but the reality is that roads are impassable in many areas, flights are canceled, and driving conditions are as dangerous as they get. It's simply not worth the risk. All right, let me quickly recap the key points so you have everything you need to know. Number 1, Environment Canada red warning remains in effect for Toronto and the GTA with 40 to 50 centimeters of snow, some areas potentially reaching 55 to 60 centimeters. Number 2, life-threatening wind chill values of -35 to -40 tonight into Monday morning, creating instant frostbite danger. Number 3, sustained winds gusting to 80 kilometers per hour, creating near zero visibility and making travel impossible on major highways. Number 4, over 15,000 power outages reported and growing as heavy snow and wind damage power lines. Number 5, this cold pattern persists through midweek with temperatures remaining well below seasonal normals. Remember to check weather.gc.ca for the latest updates from Environment Canada. This is a developing situation and warnings may be upgraded if conditions worsen. I'll be monitoring this closely and bringing you updates as conditions change. I'll be here daily with the latest on this historic winter storm.
How much snow has fallen in your area? Drop your totals in the comments below. I want to see who got the jackpot from this storm. And where are you watching from today? Shout out your city in the comments so we can see our weather community across southern Ontario. Have you been impacted by power outages or road closures? Let everyone know what's happening in your neighborhood. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for daily weather updates and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important weather alerts, especially with active winter weather like we're seeing today. I really appreciate you guys watching and trusting me to keep you informed. I'll make sure you stay informed and stay safe during this significant winter storm. Your safety is my priority. Look out for each other during this weather event. Check on your neighbors, especially those who are vulnerable. We're all in this together. Stay safe out there, Southern Ontario. Bundle up, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next one.